And welcome back to Real Ag Radio. It's now time for a product spotlight with Canterra Seeds. We are joined right now by Canterra's canola product manager. It is Courtney Welch. Courtney, it's great to chat with you.
Good morning, Sean. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to chat with you. So we're going to talk about Canterra's CS 3300 TF. It's a new canola hybrid for 2025. Share some details, some characteristics of this new hybrid.
Yeah, you bet. So CS 3300 TS is the newest addition to the TrueFlex portion of our canola portfolio. It does have kind of all the bells and whistles on it. So it has first generation club root resistance, which will cover most farmers across Western Canada. It's multigenic black clay, so resistance groups A and E2, has our trait, pod protect trait in it. So yeah, and it's early maturity, so it's going to be a fit for most farmers across the prairies.
Yeah, and for growers that have been growing Canterra hybrids in the past, or maybe considering it for the first time this year, or for the upcoming season, I should say, this is a nice improvement in the portfolio. This variety, adding it to the lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. To have both that early maturity flexibility to add on your farm, whether you want to get in and harvest a little earlier or you need that early maturity for your region specifically, it's a great fit and it's definitely a yield bump. So we have this in numerous trials across the prairies right now. I have 20 trials in hand right now that we verified. And of those 20 trials that I have in, it's placing in the top two 80% of the time. So super solid performer. I've been really impressed with the performance on this one and the consistency of it. I actually had the opportunity to chat with a farmer yesterday about his experience with CS 3300, and he said it was the best performer on his farm. It was like the Canterra that he was used to, but everything was just a little bit better. So better yield, better pod shatter resistance, better harvestability. He was really, really happy with it.
That's great to hear. Okay, so you mentioned Pod Protect. What is Pod Protect, and is this an attribute that's going to be in many of the new future hybrids coming to the market through Canterra?
Yeah, absolutely. So Pod Protect is the label that we're going to put onto products that have enhanced pod shatter tolerance protection in the field. We know this is something that farmers have been asking for. Obviously, it's a big demand in the marketplace to have that enhanced pod shatter protection in the field, just so it lends a little bit more flexibility come harvest time, right? You don't need to get it at as quickly. If you don't want to swath it, you don't have to. You can get in delay swaths if that's your preference. So anything that has that pod shatter trait and is rated as a 7 or higher on that canola council shatter scale is going to be given that pod protect label within our portfolio, and absolutely is a focus for our portfolio moving forward.
And important here to emphasize as well, again, or re-emphasize that Canterra 3300, CS 3300 fits a pretty wide geography. There's not a lot of pockets where it doesn't fit.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had it in testing program from Manitoba all the way up to Peace River, and it's performing consistently across that entire geography. The only issue with it that I would say, just a watch out is for that Edmonton area. If you have that second gen club root on your field, maybe this isn't exactly the right fit, but for everybody else, so the majority of the prairies, it's going to be an excellent fit for your farm.
Well, here's the beauty. If you are in that Edmonton area, in that Club Root region, Canterra also has some
We
hybrids
also
that
have
fit.
products for that. Yeah. So CS 2600 CRT has been a really solid choice for a number of years for Canterra with that enhanced cover protection. You bet.
Okay, before we wrap up, tell us a little bit about Canterra Seeds and some of the background and the story for those that aren't familiar with it.
Yeah. So Canterra Seeds is a local Western co- uh, seed company. So it's founded by farmers. And we are just that. So I mentioned seed company. So we're really focused on providing excellent seed to farmers in Western Canada. So super broad portfolio that we have here. We have anything from wheat, oats, barley, peas, lentils. I could sit here all day and mention all the different varieties that we have. And of course, canola, which is my main focus here.
What's the Free Seed Friday program?
Yeah, so Free Seed Friday, we weren't sure if we were bringing it back, but there's been lots of demand for it to come back this year. So for 2025, we have a couple of draws. So if you get your order in before October 18th, we're doing a draw for 16 free bags for a farmer in each of the three prairie provinces. So that'll be Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, BC. There will be a draw for 16 free bags of seed.
Nice. I like free.
Yeah, free's great. Can't go wrong with that for sure.
Now, we've been talking here about CS 3300 TF, and there
Yeah.
is that hybrid and others in the portfolio, as you mentioned. If somebody wants more information on these hybrids, where do they go?
Yeah, so we are constantly updating those online. So you can just go head over to Cantera.com, click on our performance page, and you can find local results that will be more relevant to your farm and to your area. So there's lots up there already for 2024 and previous years if you want to check back over the past few years. And I'm always on there updating as we get more trial results in.
Yeah, also talk to your local Canterra rep and your
Yes.
local ag retailer
Yeah,
as
you bet.
Courtney, thanks a lot for joining us here today.
Thanks, Sean.